Hey there, it's Tab the Caro. In this video, I'm going to share with you how to do a realistic clipboard from scratch in the Canva app. It's pretty much all that you need. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, we're going to take a picture of a clipboard. So just any clipboard that you have laying around. I love the memo clipboards because they're just smaller. These are 6x9 size and just easier to take photos of instead of the bigger ones. And then they just look the same in your graphics, but it's up to you. And another thing that we want to make sure that we do when we take our picture is just to make sure that we are completely overhead. And on an iPhone, you want to turn that plus sign yellow like this. So I'm not going to be sharing a great video on how to do this. Just make sure that the background as well is contrasting to your clipboard. It's not a similar color, so that way we can cut it out nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and take that overhead picture, trying to be as completely overhead as possible. This is what I came up with, and so I can kind of look at the edges of everything and see that it's straight, not slanted in any way, and you see the contrast between the background and the clipboard is good. My lighting's good because I'm using window lighting right here. So this is going to be good for us. Now, if you do not have the pro version of Canva, you're going to need to use something else to remove the background. So a free option right now at the time of this video is experte.com/background-remover. I hope I'm saying that right. I'll put it here in the video. So we are going to just select image and get that clipboard from our camera roll, choose it, and let this app remove the background. And it's been doing it sideways, I'm not sure why, but we can just rotate it in the Canva app. We're going to download it, save it to our camera roll. Okay, in our camera roll, we want to tap on it and duplicate it. So on iPhone, you would just tap the three dots and duplicate it. You could do this in Canva. You'll want to have the pro version though for that, because we'll need to remove the background of the clip part of the second duplicate copy. While we're here in the camera app, I'm just going to edit and kind of crop this duplicate clipboard in as close as possible around the clip part. Okay, now we're ready to go to Canva, and we are going to do a square project or whatever you are wanting to do for this mock-up. Let's go to our camera roll and upload the clipboard and the clip. Add it to the page. I'm going to take the base clipboard and rotate it. Expand it a little bit, and I can crop in closer with the middle handles. Now, if you don't have the pro version of Canva, you'll want to have already removed the background using that same Experte website. But I'm going to show if you have the pro version, you just need to make sure the clip graphic is selected, tap Effects, Background Remover, and it should, fingers crossed, remove this background for us. It did, and we can crop in a little bit if we want to. Then we're going to position it up here on top and layer it on top of the base clipboard. I'm going to zoom in so I can get more close in and more detailed and accurate. Now that looks pretty good right there, but you also have a tool here I recommend, which is the nudge tool on the app, the Canva app, to get in there and make sure that it is covering up exactly the base clipboard grip underneath. Alright, now we are going to insert a screenshot or JPEG of a digital resource or page onto this clipboard. So I'll tap the plus sign. I've got it here on my phone, but you may need to go to desktop for this. So I'm going to just tap in a screenshot I got from a Google Slides resource just in the Google Slides app. And I will just move the corners colors a little bit so it's not flowing over the clipboard. And then what we need to do is just this screenshot sandwiched in between the base clipboard and the top clip. So to do that, we just want to use the position tool right here, backward one time, and we should have our screenshot sandwiched in the middle like a piece of bologna. And then I will go back to that important nudge tool and just make sure that I get it covering as much of the clipboard as possible, but also not too much, and also not too far up under the clip that the resource is not being shown as much as possible in its entirety. There we go. Now you can see I still always, sometimes as much as I try to be overhead, sometimes you can see that I'm not perfectly overhead because this angle is not straight, but it's not enough to be picky about. So next we will maybe change the background. So I'll tap on the background and we will go over to the plus sign and find the tool background. And so you can see recently used, I like to search for wood or texture or paper or brick, things like that that may go more. I'm speaking as a teacher author, so I'll show you just wood, also gradient. Those are some things I've had searched before, and we'll pick this first one. It's really nice. As you can see, we have really made a change already, but there's a few more things that will make this even more realistic, so hang on. You want to just tap that base clipboard, go to effects, and let's add some shadow, but not too much shadow where it looks fake. So we'll swipe over to shadows, and I like to do drop angle. Sometimes Canva gets really wonky, and we'll change the size of your clipboard, which is not cool. So I'm just gonna fix that. And as you can see right now, to me that is just too much shadow, so I'm going to tap again on that same drop shadow and I get some editing options. I'm going to change the offset to 1, transparency down a little bit, kind of eyeballing it. I kind of like it right there. I usually leave the blur the same. So then I'll tap out. As you can see, it went wonky on me again and moved the clipboard, so we are just going to nudge our way back to the correct position. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger right here as well. I'm going to tap the clip on top and nudge it back into the correct position. Now, if you want to move this clipboard, you've got 3 elements that we need to group together. So on your phone, you just want to tap on any element that's easy to get to, like the screenshot. Tap the 3 dots right here, tap select multiple, and then we can tap the base, the clip, and let's go ahead and group them. And now it's going to be easy to make bigger, change the angle with the little angle icon right here, add some text later on, you know, maybe push it down so then you can add text on top and just do a little sneak peek of the resource, whatever you feel like doing. I feel like this is a pretty realistic mock-up that we've created that you can now duplicate and use in hundreds of different ways and resources for your product and on social media and at your storefront. So I hope this was helpful. If you use this and somehow share it on Instagram, please tag me at Teacherpreneur Tips and I will share it to my stories. And I hope this was helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.